So let's configure the lab for the in order to configure the lab for the application and URL. So if you look at the we have provided you the policy rules. Okay, if you look at this app ID, so what we are we're creating a rule here. If you look at this section, rules and policy, so this is the rule information, source, destination, and content engine, for example, ID as well, what you want to do. These are the complete guidance we have provided to you. So for example, we want to create two rules, okay, where we want to block the, for example, we want to block our application point. So let's first block the applications. How we can block the applications? So let's say we want to block the application based on the category, okay, and then what else we can do? So what we need to do is, if we can look at our document we have created earlier, as I mentioned before, so there is a document is already created for you, workbook point of view, application and URL filtering. If you refer to this document, the step-by-step guides are there. Okay, so task, this is a task we have created. Now what the first step is to enable the application and URL filtering feature. That's the first step. So let me go into the gateway. On the 52 gateway, I'm going to check if the blade is enabled or not. So you see the application and URL filtering gateway application URL is feature is not enabled. Okay, so previously that's what we mentioned, that the checkpoint firewall is actually allow you to give you all the feature, but most of the features are not enabled. So you need to enable them whenever you want to. Okay, to enable these features. So here now I want to create a rule in my MAS rule, for example, before internet rule. Why I'm going to create before internet rule? Because that is a generic rule which allow everything. So I want to create a rule here below this section. I want to create a rule here, for example, and I want to block the, from example, from my source. You need to also put your source. Okay, destination point of view, any. VPN not required. Services point of view, any. So services point of view, I am going to allow, if you look at this application, if you look this services, sorry, as of now you will not see the application because the application is just enabled. So let me just disable this rule for the time being. Okay, because application is not visible when I try to application services here, and sorry, this my application and filterings are not available. So I just enable the applications, blades. So the rule is already, I just applied this rule between, this is the name, this is my source. For any destination, I want to block the, let's say I just want to show you how we can block the social media application. So you can see on my left side, right side category, if I go to objects, in the object I can see the application and categories. Application and categories are there. So these are 73,000 applications are there. You can check also in the application wiki as well. This application wiki will be visible here. So there you can see all the application signature you can see. So for example, if you want to see the Skype, okay, Skype has many applications, Facebook. Even within the Facebook, you can apply, you can allow the Facebook access, but you can say nobody can actually post anything on the Facebook. Nobody can chat on the Facebook, right? So there are many different sub applications as well. So these applications are available on the Checkpoint wiki. So there are 24 applications are visible for a Facebook. Okay. Similarly, you say link social. Yeah. So these are the different applications you can see they are here. Now in the Checkpoint point of view, we want to block the, let's say the application related to the, let's say social media. So these are the applications we have. And these are the category. So these are the applications. If you look at this, the application category, and these are the category. In the category, if I look the social networking, and I can say, please block the social networking app. Yeah. Why it's not coming up? Let me explain it to you. Yeah. Just when this policy we have applied, this is actually there are different layers of policies we have. In the policy we have, you can see the standard policy. This standard policy does not have the blade, which we just enable right now. They were not included. Yeah. So we need to add this. So we need to go into the, we need to enable this edit layer, and then we need to enable the application and URL filtering. Once we enable that, yeah, at the layer level, layer level, now once we enable this, we need to, now this is visible inside the services and application. And now you can see, if I just select these sites, do you see this categories?
Yeah.
I can just go to social media.
By default, I don't think app is enabled. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see, social media is now, social networking is now I mean, you can see that is the application and URL. This relevant the blades matched by. So these are the services, web browsing. They use web browsing services actually. If you want to enable site and application, and these are the it's actually yeah. So it's actually social networking is a method to communicate. So it's a complete category. So now we are not applying the policy based on just one URL or one application. We want to block all the application and the URL for the social networking. So let me just try this and see how it goes.
Because the other side is that on the flip side of that, could say if we only wanted to allow social networking, we could negate that and then it would deny everything else. Is that correct? So all the other categories it would deny?
Yeah. I'll show you what's the workaround. Just 1 second. Yeah. So I just applied. Yes. So just let me apply and then see what happens.
Yeah.
Let me just test that from here. So this means effectively right now, let's see on my test machine. Do we have the, for example, LinkedIn? Is it working or not? Let's see. That's working. Let's see the Facebook. So Facebook is working. Okay. Twitter. So these are the 3 applications. Now, what we are saying that block them. Sorry, these are the acceptance. So basically, we need to drop them.
So just out of curiosity, so does that mean you won't be able to go to Bet365 now?
No. Bet365, it doesn't come into this category. I'm just
Yeah,
blocking the
so
social networking. I will come back. So
okay.
I just want to block the social networking apps. Okay. Rest of the traffic is allowed. For them, if in order to block the Bet365, I need to block the basically I need to block the gambling sites. And you can see I'm putting this rule. I'm denying this rule, but just for social networking. This is the internet rule. So I have applied this rule above the internet rule. So making sure the rest of the internet traffic is working as expected. So this is if I apply this rule after that or before, let's say I move this rule 8 number to 7 and 7 in place of 8, what will happen if all the traffic is already applied going through, then it won't care about the social networking.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me check now what is happening now. So social networking should be blocked now. It's allowed.
Is it cached on your browser?
Let me check this. Any social networking drop on this firewall? Now look like it's blocked. You see this? Okay, there is a traffic here. There is a traffic. So which if you see, okay, 51. Still working. Now it's failed. So let's say now we want to extend this to another. For example, I want to allow the deny the gambling site as well. For example, I can deny the gambling as per my company policy. I can deny the, for example, um, uh, uh, gambling, and then I can deny the adult, for example, porn. Yeah, pornography, I blocked it. What else I can deny? I think based on my spreadsheet, I can deny gambling, porn, shopping as well, right? For example, and dating. So based on your company policy, personal dating site, for example, and what else for example, other one is shopping. And keep in mind, they are dropped. They are traffic is dropped for them. Traffic should be blocked or yeah, drop or ask before, notify, inform. Yeah, so that's drop. So match.com, you see it's not working. eBay.com, it's working. And for example, I have bet65, still working. Don't know why. Maybe the session, the previous session is there. Let me just close that. But you can see many applications are blocked right now. Many applications are blocked. So this is how you block our application, based on the application and based on the URL. Any question about that? Then I will show you how we can do the other as well.